Hi, it's Scott here. This is the first ambassadors meeting, and I put them all into meeting rooms, and they're talking about their ideas and the things they're going to come up with. And when the ambassadors come back, that's when we'll hear what they're thinking. So I'm not in the room. I don't know what's said. Is it going to be exciting? Is it going to be, oh my god, it's all terrible? Or yeah, I just love this stuff. The emergence. Excellent. So I'm going to shut the room in a second and bring them all back. First time I've used Zoom rooms as well, and I want to see how they got on. Let's see, we've got people from Greece, Scotland, Mexico, Australia, um, Africa, Peru, and another couple that I'm not actually sure where they're from. Ireland. Wow, all over, global. Love it. Right, let's get them back. And in 60 seconds, they'll be back. Yeah, ambassadors are amazing. Absolutely amazing. Does mean I might have to do 3 meetings a day just to keep in with the time zones, but could be huge fun. Well, that's a good sign. They didn't all immediately come back. It usually means that things are going well. Seconds. Yeah, it's amazing. The volunteers from everywhere and everyone getting involved in the big idea, and I'm just really looking to see what happens. Hello, everybody. You know, I always say that if you close a meeting and everyone comes back within 10 seconds, it was a bad meeting. And if nobody comes back until they're dragged, it's a good meeting. Okay. Right, that was the first time I've actually used Zoom rooms and I did it wrong. So fail fast. So I'm going to do a failure bow now. Thank you. Come off of mute and because we want to talk, right? I think it automatically mutes you when you come back. And we'll get chats there as well. So we can put things into the chat and try and capture it, and that's good. And if anyone's got any questions, we can put that into the chat as well. And one thing I'll put in the chat is the Q&A document. So we probably haven't got all the answers yet, but anything you come up with, put it in the document, and pretty soon the FAQ is going to be really that is going to know more than I will, because there'll be more brains filling it up. All right, so who wants to talk about how you get on in the rooms? I can't hear anyone. Is it?
I can start. Yeah, definitely. I think I entered the room.
Do you want to say just as a bit of a cycle? Do you want to say your name? Yeah, and where you're at is probably good. Just so because you'll only know half of the room. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. That's a good shout, Scott. My name's Shane, and I am right on the border of Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland at the moment. Yeah, I mean, the thing I wanted to share is I was quite tired when I joined the call and went into the breakout rooms and just listening to people and their passion and their ideas and enthusiasm about the festival and hopes for it has energized me quite a bit. So it was really great to listen and hear all of that. So yeah, quite energized by the discussion.
Excellent. Let's get everyone to speak. So who else would like to speak? No, and you'll have to speak at some point, so you might as well get it over with.
It was great meeting some new people that I've not met before. I'm probably just, as an FYI, I don't know how long this is staying on for, but I'll probably need to drop soon. I'm just still feeling a bit crappy this week. But no, it was awesome to meet some amazing people and, loads of great ideas we started coming up with. And just for anyone who hasn't, I'm based in Scotland. And as we were talking, Peter made me very jealous by saying he went to a pub for the first time because lockdown's ended. He just went to some random tier system that doesn't make much sense. But yeah, no pubs for me for a while now.
Yeah, a little bit of epidemiology, but isn't it fascinating that as you go into spring, the virus goes, and as you go into winter, it comes back? It's like it's a seasonal flu. Anyway, enough of the controversy. Thanks, Jack, and I'm glad you're feeling a bit better. And yeah, I'm glad you met some great people. Who's next?
Next, sorry.
No, go for it.
Okay. So this is hi guys. This is Elias from Athens. I'm the ambassador from the south of Europe. It was amazing that in a breakout room we met people from Mexico, Australia, with different, of course, cultures and different experience for the event and for the Agile. And I see that we all are passionate for this event and for Agile in general, and that's that's very good.
Yeah. Well, where else can you be as crazy as this? Excellent. Lovely to meet you again. And is it Ilias?
Yeah.
Like in the Iliad.
Yeah.
Let's hope we don't do an Odyssey. Okay. Who was it? He was also, was it you, Simeon?
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing, actually. We had Greece, Mexico, Australia, Glasgow, and Essex, or England. And
I like how Glasgow went as a separate entity. I like that.
Oh, don't! I've worked there. They're very separate. Let me tell you.
He's
from as far as I'm concerned, it's all the same place, but I get shouted at for that. So it's not. It's absolutely separate. Trust me. Glasgow and Edinburgh is bloody separate. It's not even Scotland. The two are totally separate. So yeah, it was really nice to just see all these different people from different places. Lots of really good ideas. I threw some of them in the chat that we all had. But yeah, it was great. Nice to meet you.
Great. And this is the energy we want for the festival. The bridge building and doing different things with different people. And again, the big thing for me isn't that we kind of look to the center to get ideas. It's that we look around and get ideas from all over the world and really start some innovating. Who's next? Who hasn't spoken?
Hi, this is Adnan, and I am from United Arab Emirates, Middle East. It's about 12:30 here, but I'm so excited after meeting you guys. Yeah. But it's actually what I would like to point out just for the festival. This area, especially UAE and Dubai, is at hype for Agile. For example, the organization, government entity that I am with at the moment, you won't believe that how many initiatives they have under the belt for 2021, and everything they're focusing and looking. And what I know what is going to happen once this entity does something positive, everyone is going to come around following the same sort of thing. So but this opportunity, I think, is like you said, fail earlier. Yeah, okay, even if we fail, the amount of knowledge that is going to be generated, and I think this festival would be making this fail earlier thing more positive by getting around with people with so much experience across the globe to give at least give me the opportunity to bring people on board so that they don't get this failure early instead of making it success early. This is what I am expecting from this festival. So you won't believe I won't be sleeping today after what is happening.
Well, if you're like me, I've spent all my time on LinkedIn, right? Looking at people around the world, thinking, okay, right, UAE, any good speakers here? Keynote Agile speakers. Oh, there's one, right? Do you want to come and talk in the festival? What is the festival? Well, in the month, you can come and do anything in Agile. Yeah, but what's your themes? There isn't a theme. Yeah, but what do you want my talk on? Well, you don't have to do a talk. So I spent all my evenings now on LinkedIn. Sorry, it's I even found an Azerbaijani Agile coach. This is when you know you're doing great. So yeah, this is your life now. You're going to be stalking people. Okay, I love that. I love your energy as well. Wow. So pleased to meet you. Okay, next.
Same here.
So hi guys, my name is Jonas. Yeah, it was lovely to hear everyone's story. We have Chile, Nigeria, Dubai, Ireland, and Lithuania. So that's quite a mix in our room. I spent a couple of years, 8 years, my last 8 years in Scotland, and Glasgow as well. Yeah, now I'm based back home in Lithuania, where I'm from. Again, lovely to hear everyone's stories. I think that's exactly what I'm looking right now. A fresh approach, a fresh energy from each other, and kind of bounce some ideas of each other. Because right now we're all quite stuck. We're getting in a full lockdown tomorrow. So you know, maybe last pint for me tomorrow as well, and that's it. So you know, there's no better way to spend time now than actually talk with other people. So I'm really looking forward to get to know you all guys better.
I love your accent because it's like English with a Glasgow accent.
Aye.
Love it.
Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit, yeah. Okay, I love it. Absolutely love it. And it's quite sad actually going around through the towns and everything's shut and everything. It's really depressing. So this is, again, I'm feeling incredibly energized. I did a little video to camera before you came out, and I was like, I don't know, will they all come back saying they're unhappy, or will they all come back saying they're energized? So it's, you can watch that. Oh, my daughter's singing. Sorry, I'm gonna go have to shut the door. All right, who's next?
Hi, nice to meet you, everybody. I am Jorge. I am from Mexico, and yeah.
Hola, Jorge.
Hola.
¿Qué tal?
Yeah, only the other Jorge will understand. So.
Mucho gusto. That's all that's what I do with my wife's family. That's all I can do.
All right. Yeah, so definitely very excited to meet people from different countries and to share this enthusiasm to share agility on February. We came up with different ideas, maybe not too crazy so far, but yeah, we came up with a couple of them.
Excellent. Really pleased to meet you. Yeah. Who's not spoken?
Okay, I'm next. I'm Jorge as well.
You don't have to be Jorge to be here, but it helps.
I am Latin American. I am from Chile, from South America. And actually, to me, here are two main reasons to be here. One, because I represent to me 100% the agile mindset, values, and things like that. The focus on people, you humanize, if it's the right word, the organizations. And by the other hand, I love to meet new people from different countries because I think with different experiences, et cetera, because I think that one of the benefits of the pandemic is that all the countries opened their frontiers. So we have had the opportunity to know people from all the continents, countries, languages, et cetera, and I think that is fascinating to meet, to learn different things. So I think that it is a very good opportunity for that as well.
Yeah, it's amazing, and this is just the start of it. It's just gonna get more and more exciting. When I spoke to Esther Darby and we went with a few of the trustees and we were talking to her, and she said, "What's the idea?" And we pitched the idea, and she went, "This is amazing." Yeah. I said, I've deliberately went into this not trying to impose things or not do patterns, right? It's completely emergent. There's things I would love to see out. So things like, you know, some XP stuff, you know, and other stuff just brought forward a little bit. I think Scrum's great and I'd spend a lot of time with it, but it's a bit dominant. So I'd like to explore some of the other things and other techniques. And also, you know, we could do games. We could look at all the different games. We could share games, especially some of the online games. So I'm hoping to get Lisette Sutherland, you know, a little bit involved as well, because now that we're all online as well, as much as we can, you know, we can learn from each other. And that speaker database is amazing. I don't know if you've looked. There's 120 speakers in there, So even getting those speakers to come and speak in your places is going to be amazing. Yeah, really, really exciting. Okay, who's not spoken?
Hello, my name's Peter from Melbourne, Australia, and I can regale you tales about lockdown and how wonderful it is to get out of it. But what we've done is we've already organised one event, which is an event to replay an event we wanted to do in March of this year, but we got cancelled because of lockdown. Was to get Ari to talk about the context of the Agile Manifesto. Get Sam and possibly Alice to talk about the context of why they wrote Heart of Agile and Gnostic Agile. And I might reach out to Josh to talk about modern Agile, and then a panelist discussion about what's ahead. So it's not about the manifestos that have been written, it's about what drove Alistair and others, Alice to set up the invites and for Ari to fly from Europe overnight to the meeting and leave early, and why did they choose to call it manifesto? So it's the context that's important, not just the manifesto itself. So that's the event we've organised for the
I like that a lot. I mean, the manifesto weaponized it a little bit, so it's interesting to see where that came from and all the origins.
Yeah. So when Mike Beadle passed away, so I used to work quite closely with Alistair, and when Mike Beadle passed away, he released a whole bunch of documents, including a set of notes about why everyone chose to turn up.
Yeah. The other
and what
thing
they wanted out of it. It's fascinating.
The invite list he shared as well. So the people that he did invite, and that was interesting. And the bill.
The bill, yes.
And,
the booking sheets, all that was on Twitter. It's crazy.
But do you remember what the do you remember what the name of the conference was on the bill?
I was going to say the lightweight something or other, but it wasn't. Something
the lightweight.
weird.
Yeah, it was. It was the lightweight methods.
There you go.
Yeah.
And they wanted to call it Agile or Adaptive was the other name, and one of the reasons is because they didn't want to be known as feeble-minded, was Alice's point of view. Because if you're a thought leader and a lightweight method, then by definition you're feeble-minded. So it's about the context of the corporate. So if you think about what's happening in the 90s and early 2000s, about the big programs and all that, why they chose it. And then we've had Alice speak at a number of our conferences that I've hosted in Melbourne. And, one of my favorite signs is when he's standing there, nice and casual, leans on the podium and goes, when I wrote the manifesto, when we wrote it, this is not what we meant, right? And that's what I'm trying to get to. Why did they write it? So you got that, you got Heart of Agile, Agnostic Agile, and the Future. So that's on the 1st of Feb, I've launched.
Sorry, I got a baby here.
No, that's right. I brought in
so the first
Harvey.
And I'm really excited that you picked the 1st of February because it is.
Well, it'll be the first event.
Well, there is that, and you're in Australia, so you always bye, baby. Sorry. That's how we live now. Our offices are on the way to bath time. So that's excellent because you're earlier as well. So you're going to kick everything off earlier too, which is great. I'm absolutely adoring it. I love the topic because our free themes are the Charles Dickens ghosts. Yeah. So the ghost of Christmas past, the ghost of Christmas present, and then I think we should end up with a future vision one. And I thought maybe getting all the patrons together. So already we got form, and the form just emerged. A lot of people have been saying, what's your structure? Where's your calendar? When's things going to happen? You guys are going to do all that, and it's all going to be beautiful. And one of the things I did when I was setting this up was I spent some time with Harrison Owen, who did open source. And his biggest advice to me was just sit back, give everyone some light instructions, and just see what happens. And you'll be amazed at what happens, and they'll come up with more variety and better ideas and everything else. So really excited about that one. And I'm also really excited that you've been networking to other people and getting other people in. Thank you very much for that, because
we've got Singapore in, we've got Sydney, we've got Brisbane. I am struggling to find people from Taiwan and China, to be honest. My network is not as strong, but I've heard some whispers from the Agnostic Agile folk. So I'm going to try and get everyone to run one event. I've got one guy who heads up coaching at one of our banks. He helps run an Asia Pacific coaching circle. So I said, how about a massive coaching retro to talk about the evolution of coaching over the last 20 years.
Love it.
Right? And he's just gone, ooh, I can do that. So maybe get someone like Lisa Atkins in to talk about what she meant when she first described it, or do a retro and then talk about, well, this is what she meant, and this is what it is today, and this is what it's going to. So that's the three ghosts around.
So, and I love the videos, because the videos of all this are going to be so valuable. I think I might spend the next 10 years just watching the videos. Because
take you that much to get across the content.
It's just going to be amazing. And the other thing I was talking to Jorge about last night was if we have events in Spanish, right, we can actually even subtitle them, because this is going into like the archive, so we can actually even get people to subtitle the videos, so that even if it was a Spanish event in Spanish or Chinese event in Mandarin, we can actually have subtitles on it, so we can see what what was actually said.
But and then would that work the other way around, where you've got events that are in, like, say, English? Would can we subtitle them in Spanish, Chinese? Yeah, the same way.
Yeah, and again, Jorge and Southern Jorge in Chile, he's already taken out all of the website and translated it into Spanish and put it on his website. So this is what I mean. It's not like, so when I worked for Concur, it was like, right, we need to translate this to Spanish. We need to hire a translator. We need to do everything. Here, just things happen, and that's what I love. Yeah. Grace, you haven't spoken. How are you?
I'm fine.
You've set this all up. You're amazing. And you and Uncle Simeon and Uncle Christian.
You keep calling them uncles. Hi, Simon. Simeon. Oh, sorry. I love calling you Simon. I don't know why. Good evening, everybody. My name is Grace from Nigeria. Nice meeting you all. We've just been talking on emails back and forth, but we are here face-to-face live, virtual. Well, my background has been mostly project management, like I said, in a breakout room, and I'm very new to Agile. I actually transited to Agile this year, 2020. Lockdown gave me a perfect landing ground, and I'm picking up speed. Yeah, I'm learning. And Agile 20 Reflect has actually given me a huge opportunity to learn more. And so I'm willing to learn from you all. And yeah, basically, let's make great things happen for Agile 20 Reflect. Thank you.
Good. Has everyone spoken?
I think so, yes.
Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of a postcard from the future. Okay, so if you go into chat, right? So it's a year. It's 2022, and you're looking back at at Agile 20 Fest in February, and you're on Facebook, and the Facebook picture comes up, and your Facebook, how does the annual anniversary? This time last year you were doing this, yeah. What's going to be popping up in your Facebook? And just write it into the. I'll read them out if you write them into the chat. So, what are you going to be seeing?
I see in that future a picture with other communities. I mean, financial community, agility in finance, for instance. I saw a picture with the HR community, agility in HR, and in the manufacturing, for instance. So I saw those kind of pictures with different industries.
Interesting, yeah. And are you looking happy in the pictures?
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Okay, Simeon, I want to see pictures of friends you've made from around the world. Yeah, I love that. Already I've made friends. I think I've got friends for life. And at this time when everyone's so isolated and we're not traveling, it's just amazing. Yeah, lots of restaurants post-lockdown, lots of viral communities connecting. See, the viral community thing, I think people are going to look back at this event, and in 5 years' time, it'll be like, why did this company start, or why did this idea happen, or why did you create this method? And it's all going to relate back to the things that I learned and the things that I did when it's almost like a collider of people. Yeah, new evangelists. And now new evangelists is interesting because in pulling everyone together, the newer people to Agile are really quite excited. And the older people to Agile are a little bit tired, maybe. So I think if we can get the excitement back into some of the the people that have been around a little bit, and maybe some new ideas and that, I think we're going to get some really fascinating colliders. Yeah, worldwide collab. I love that news alert. Absolutely love it. I think Lindsay's talking about getting Forbes to cover this because it does feel like a noteworthy thing. Yeah. Did I miss anything? Has anyone got?
How many new consultancy companies can be set up from this?
Yeah, we already think our meetup is a consultancy company, and all we're doing is doing our international business now.
Sadly, there's quite a few agile coaches at the moment looking for work because of COVID and various things like that. But actually, I generally think that this is going to be a place that's going to generate that as well. You're going to meet people that get pulled in. I hope that we attract non-agilists as well. I hope we attract people who are sitting there going, look, this is shit. I don't believe this. I don't agree with this. Waterfall lives, but I'm going to come to a conference. I'm going to come to a session. I'm going to come to the meetings. And, I know it's all rubbish because Waterfall's the only way to deliver it, but I'm going to at least listen and see if we can change some minds. At the end of the day, most of the people that I've spoken to about this are already fired up and excited about Agile. And, I'm personally, I don't like patterns or methods or theories or frameworks because it's a badge, it's a religion. And, you just end up fighting about it. And what I'd love to see is people who actually maybe even better than we do, see it for what it actually is rather than the badge that we applied when we first started doing this stuff.
Yeah.
Because so many of us have chosen where our allegiance is. And, that's great. That's fine. But I'd love to see some new people come in and go, why? Why don't you just pick that bit and pick that bit and pick that bit and work out what's right for the client there. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm absolutely loving that. Yeah. All right. I'm not going to labor this call too much. It was just a meeting, and who? Peter.
Two questions, right? Maybe three. I'll make them up as I go. Based on the conversations that, or suggestion from Simon and the fact that so many agile coaches aren't doing so well at the moment. Is there anyone that's sort of a natural, we can suggest an idea talking about like the value of agile coaching or something? Because I know a lot of people I've dealt with struggle with the ROI conversation, right?
Yeah.
Now, mean, at the risk of running another frigging event, I can only run so many. I don't want to run more than 2 or 3, right? I don't want to run heaps of them.
So what you do is you find someone, right, and you get them to run it. We did our number of 3. If we all go out and get 3 other people, this thing will be global.
Well, that's what we're trying to do. I've already got Singapore. Watch out. I'm going to get a few more, right?
All right.
A few more.
So yeah, I think that's a great idea. 2 more questions. Come
on. Second question is, do we need a photo of a group?
Good idea.
If this is the first investor meeting, maybe we need a screenshot of it all. Right?
Yeah, okay. Let me come out of, let me put it into gallery view.
You've got
I'm going to move myself onto a wall that's not my kitchen.
Yeah, well, I think the gallery view is good. This is where I'm just a new Mac user. I used to have a PC. How do you do screen print on a Mac?
Have you got the touchpad? Have you got the light bar at the top?
Yes.
Right-hand corner, there should be a picture of a camera. If not, it's Control-Alt-Shift. I never remember it.
That's
Control.
Hang on. Command. Shift. Or could someone with a PC take it? Yeah. The other thing is
just not. It's so easy.
Okay. The next thing.
Everyone smile.
Yeah.
Thanks, Shane.
Yeah. Brilliant. Okay. And the next one. What's the next one?
If there's a discussion about project management and waterfall, should we think about getting someone from Scott Ambler or Mark Lyons to try and bring a combined PMI Agile event together?
They are. Yeah.
They are? They're already
Yeah.
are? Okay.
Yeah, Scott was the first person on board.
Fair enough.
Yeah, cool. Excellent.
So
Right.
can I actually offer something to the team, to the group? I don't know how much, one of the things I think the ambassadors can do is not just put on events, but actually, as Scott said, I think one of the things that you've got to try and do, or we've got to try and do, is inspire our own country, inspire the area where we are by talking to people we know, groups that we go to. And it's not necessarily you guys that needs to put on the event. As Scott said, find someone else to run it, right? Invite someone else to the event, excite the people that you know in your communities. If you don't particularly go to events, go to an event, talk about this one, talk about how somebody else can join in. And as Scott said, if we can do if everyone here meets two people and tells them, and they tell two people, and each of them tells two people, that's what the role for me of an ambassador perhaps could be. Not necessarily just to be the person who puts the event on in your area.
Yeah.
I think the ambassador really gives an opportunity to excite other areas and bring the nuances of your country and your area and the special bits that you've seen happening, or even the bad bits. We talked about someone doing all the failed stories.
Yes.
If you're in a country that's quite new, so Adnan, you said that Agile's not particularly strong where you are, so that's something we need to talk about. Maybe do a talk on waterfall and have someone have the community give guidance. Be careful with that one; that might turn into a fight. But I think the trick is for the ambassadors is to be an ambassador of Agile and this reflection, rather than think that you all have to do the work.
Yeah. And the other thing is try and get organizations, companies, governments involved. So I know some people are trying to get Nigerian government involved, and I think Dave Snowden's going to be doing some work there and helping. And we've got climate change. We've got tons of places where kind of Agile is now getting used in government, and even getting those stories, case studies. So if you hear about like some really good projects of that happening or something that's worked really well, get the case study, get it recorded so people can share it. I'm absolutely just amazed at how Agile's getting used. I'm also ignorant. So we've all got this kind of bias. So we know what things are like where we are, but we've got no idea how it is in other places. And we kind of, traveling is great because it helps us to understand what other places are. We can't travel. So this is great because it'll help us understand how people are as well. A great story on that is first time I went to Mexico City, and I got really upset. Didn't see a donkey once. There were no sombreros, and the first thing I saw was a Starbucks, and then there was a Staples, the stationery shop, and then I kept going past everywhere, and it was just like malls, and it was all the same places and all the same and all the same shops. And I think somehow we when we think of the rest of the world, we kind of think I don't know how they were 20 years ago, 30 years ago. And what we don't realize is, Lagos is a huge city, with everything there. There's banks everywhere. There's financial institutions. There's governments. It's everywhere. And there's tons and tons of good stuff out there. And we can all learn from each other. I'm going to send a little link to one of the pictures in. And this is the one that so Stuart Young's been doing pictures every day. And the one I've just... no, did that wrong. That's the FAQ. Let me try that again. But the one is about the ambassadors today. I'm not sure if everyone saw it. Let me share my screen because I think it's quite good. Share my screen. So we've got the shared docs. So you should also get access to all the shared docs so you can see everything in there. And Stuart's artwork's in here, which is pretty amazing. But today is the ambassadors. This is your logo, which I love. So it's kind of like you're planning, you're talking to people, you're getting people excited. You're leading locally, but you're also selling. Yeah, you're part of the role is a selling role. And I think that's a hugely exciting thing. And you're going to make relationships in your area. You're going to make relationships around your area, and it's almost gives you the the door to kind of knock on people's doors as well. And the speakers list that you can use locally as well is pretty amazing. You'll be able to put speakers into events that you would have never thought we would have been able to get before. And every day we're getting more and more speakers. There's a Shane Gallen signed up. I think he's pretty good actually. He's one to watch. Yeah, excellent. Let's quickly do a one-word check-in. So a check-out. So one word for the festival, and you probably let's just let's just go around one at a time. Shane, do you want to start and then nominate someone? So which word would you give to the festival as you think about it now?
I don't have one word. I've got two.
You can hyphen it.
Yeah. So endless hyphen potential.
Cool.
Yeah.
And we've got 2 months to land that potential, and then advertise the potential, and then do the potential. So potential's running out. Okay. You get to nominate who's next.
I'll nominate Grace, if that's okay, Grace.
For me, it's global possibilities.
Okay, you get. We'll do 2 words. 2. Your coaches. There's no point trying to tell you anything. Right, who are you nominating?
Oh, I nominate Adnan.
I wasn't expecting that. Nothing's coming to my mind, but okay, let's say 2 words. You took the global possibility. Okay.
Excellent. You're sleeping. You need to go to bed.
Yeah. Too tired.
Yeah,
the words.
probably, yeah.
Sleep deprivation. Jose Casal says he's just going to stay up the whole of February. He's not booking any paid work in February. Right, who are you nominating? Name someone.
Okay. Peter?
Yes.
FOMO.
FOMO? What's that mean?
So many things on, fear of missing out.
And that's why we record it.
I'll be, every night to be watching a new version of it'll be more interesting than watching watching Friends on TV.
I think what we're going to have to do is a Twitter channel. So they do this at the festival. So if anyone goes to anything that's really good in the festival, they kind of tweet about it. So you can go and watch the video because it's like, did you see what Jorge just did? That's amazing. And I think
maybe we can keep it trending for a month.
Well, it's we are geeks. It's not going to trend globally.
Oh, we got one of our conferences to trend in Australia, which is quite unusual.
Let's see if we can trend on the first. Yeah, excellent. Yeah. Good. Who are you nominating?
Who hasn't spoken yet? Grace. I don't think you've spoken in this round.
Grace has.
You have. Oh, sorry.
So we've got Elias or Jonah or Elias.
Yeah, 2 words. I would say agile momentum. I like this new momentum wave, something like that.
Yeah, I like it. Right, nominate someone.
Who hasn't go? Jack.
Jack.
Me. Super fragilistic expialidocious.
And your second word?
Exciting.
Love it. And who's you nominating?
Oh, who am I nominating? Jonas.
I would say new beginning.
And that's interesting. I like it. I love it.
It kind of fits with the approach that everyone is going to take after 2020.
Excellent. Okay. So you got a choice. You got Jorge or Simeon.
Yeah,
Simeon.
So I think I'd go for I don't know, learning, teaching. I want to learn something new,
Yes.
and that's what I'm looking forward to. Is the learning really?
Yeah, that's what Scott Ambler said. That has to be one of the key things from this.
It's
Yeah.
got to be. It's so exciting. So Jorge, over to you.
Me towards open mindset.
Yeah, I like the. I think I love the openness thing, and I want us all to be open to new experiences, meeting new people, learning new things. Because a lot of agility is kind of teaching your one true method, and everyone else is wrong.
Yeah.
So actually, just listening for once would be great. And that's why I kind of in the early meetings I insisted everyone comes, because some people didn't
Can
want.
Can I just nominate myself? I just came across GA, Global Agility. Can we name that app?
I like that. Global agility. Right, someone. What was it? What was it? What was it? The thing at our meetup that Soledad said when we said we were going to trademark it? The Scrumpus. That was a Scrum Compass. The Scrumpus.
The Scrum Pass, yeah.
I like it.
There is too many agile people in a room. That is just bad.
Yeah.
That's when you need a Scrum Pass.
Right,
Find your way. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go very Star Trek on this. My two words are, new hope. I think this can rekindle some new hope.
That's Star Wars, not Star Trek.
Star Wars, yeah. One of the things I
Call
loved
yourself
about
a geek. Get it right, man.
one of the things I loved about the last movie was, I don't want to give any spoilers away, but the bit where they say on the radar there's a fleet coming, but there isn't another fleet. And it's like, it's not a fleet, it's just people. Yeah, we're not a movement. We're just people that are going to turn up all over the world to do something exciting. Love it. All right, thank you guys. I'm going to shut the call now, and then I'm going to circle the video around because that video was excellent. I think it really got a sense of what we're doing. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Nice to meet you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, amazing to meet these folks.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye now.
Have a nice day.
Catch you
Bye.
later.